Hello and welcome to Devotion to Writing, a channel devoted to helping you cultivate a daily writing practice and realize you are creative abundance. In today's video, we will continue to explore the tips, tricks, and advice for sustaining your writing practice, feeding your passion for writing, and breaking the silence of the page. Devotion to Writing doesn't teach you how to write. I am 100% sure that you can already write. What Devotion to Writing does is help you get to the page and develop a relationship with your creative self. It helps you grow that relationship, becoming friends with the creative intelligence you are, with your unique way of seeing and naming the world. I've been writing poetry and personal essays for 35 years or more, perhaps. What I've learned from my creative struggle and my practice I share with you in these videos a few times a week. These tips or tricks or shortcuts so that you don't have to go through the same writing process that I did in cultivating your writing life and the writing life that you dream of. So grab your pen and your notebook, and together let's explore and grow your devotion to writing. In writing, we get an opportunity to be headlong to discover. This is something that William Stafford, the wonderful poet and writer William Stafford, said about his own writing practice, that when he is writing, he is headlong to discover. And I remembered this quote the other day when I was working on a poem, and I arrived at the final lines, which are to me kind of these dream lines. But it's where an idea was born. It was inside me. I'd been carrying it for a while, but I couldn't quite articulate it in writing until I discovered it by writing. I wrote, "Lay your heads upon my screen, touch the dark grains of me, my body, your confessional, you lost children of God. All you destroy will be given to you gladly in this dream we call awake, if only you find the courage to ask for it." Now, that idea, like I said, I had no idea that the poem would come to that point, and I would never have discovered it had I not written in order to discover it. You can ask through your actions as well as with your voice. By writing consistently, you are asking to receive. You are opening yourself to receive. You are saying, I'm arriving. I want to understand the ideas in me, the images in me. You're saying, I'm showing up daily and I'm writing. And when you do this, this is courage. It is the courage it is the courage to ask, is the courage to question. It is the courage to see and then to receive what you need in order to write what you are meant to write. And it does take courage to write headlong and discover, because headlong is not careful. It's not tentative. It goes crashing into the undergrowth, stumbling, looking for whatever it is, some sound that it hears, some delight that it senses in the dense forest, in some hidden area, and then it finally stumbles into this clearing where the sun is shining through the foliage, and it discovers the treasure that it was searching for, that was only hinted at. In writing, you see. In writing, you come near or nearer to that which you are searching for, to that which is only hinted at, to that which is yet unnamed in you, to that which is a mystery still. You circle, you track it. All your senses start to come alive. You become alive. You live your way to that which is waiting for you by writing your way towards it. And so much awaits you in writing. So much awaits you in you. A whole life of delight. You just have to move forward toward it. Go toward it. Go with writing to delight yourself, to discover the abundance that is in you. And this is part of the work of writing, this headlong to discover, being a discoverer, an explorer, not knowing where your writing is taking you, but being open, being perceptive enough to, and patient enough to sit with the things as they're taking shape in you and to give them shape with your attention, with your patience, with your curiosity, with your discovering them. So here is a prompt today. What understanding are you circling? What image are you circling? What clues are you receiving before you are finally able to discover the exact thing? What are you writing around? And I know you might not be able to answer this directly because maybe you haven't fully revealed it to yourself yet. But I invite you to just be interested in what is it that you are coming to understand that you still haven't quite named, like the end of the poem that I read earlier in this video. When I'm writing this poem, it starts with a woman running through the streets of a village and artists scampering onto rooftops and into trees to see a small army coming towards their village. And it ends with this image of the same woman who was running through the streets saying to the small army of men that, I am your confessional. If you only had the courage to ask, that all this richness would have been given to you. I didn't understand that I was coming to that image, to that, even that, those sentences, that music at the end of that poem, but through just being headlong, to use William Stafford's quote, to be headlong to discover what was waiting for me at that end of the poem, I came to that. Now, granted, it took several attempts as well in writing the poem and rewriting it and drafting it and making some edits, but finally able to come with this latent, sleeping image, idea, understanding that we just need to have the courage to ask for certain things in our life, and then perhaps that courage to ask is how we receive them. So in your writing, be headlong to discover. Don't be afraid to ask. Have the courage to write what you are writing towards, even though you don't know what it is yet. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this is useful. Please subscribe. If you'd like to get these videos a few times a week, you can use them to help you cultivate your writing practice. Get to the page and break the silence of the page. I hope you write deeply today. I know that if you do write, you will write beautifully, because beautiful is what you are. Blessings.